Welcome to the EZLynx course for setting carrier logins, carrier defaults, broker fees, and creating quote templates. In this video, we will set carrier login credentials so you can start rating in EZLynx, set default answers to carrier questions, create and use a quote template along with how to add broker fees, so let's get started. First, you'll need to set your carrier logins before you can start rating in EZLynx. To do this, hover over the settings icon and click on Carrier Quoting Setup. Next, find your carrier and click View Details. Then, click on the Logins tab. Here, enter your login credentials for the carrier's site, then click on Save and Test. Once the credentials are confirmed, you'll get a green check mark here. If the login credentials are incorrect or need to be updated, you can click Clear to remove the previous credentials. You'll need to do this for each carrier that you are rating within EZLynx. If you receive an error message stating that you cannot log into the carrier's website, we suggest testing your login credentials directly on the carrier's site by clicking Actions, and then visit Carrier Site to open the carrier's site in a new window. Once here, you can type in your login credentials to confirm them or contact the carrier for further assistance if you need to. Every carrier has specific underwriting questions that must be answered in EZLynx before they can provide a quote. Carrier defaults allow EZLynx users to set answers to the carrier's underwriting questions. These default answers will automatically pre-fill into new rating applications to make quoting quicker. These answers can still be changed on the Carrier Questions tab in the application if necessary. To change your carrier defaults from the Carrier Details, you'll click on the Carrier Questions tab. Next, you'll click on the line of business and select the state from the drop-down menu, then enter the answers into the My Answers field. Notice one question is grayed out. This means the carrier answer is locked by an admin. Please reach out to your admin if this needs to be changed. Additionally, be aware that any answers entered into the My Answers field will override any agency answers that your agency admin set. Carrier questions must be done for all lines of business and states you want to rate with the carrier. Once you've updated all of the answers, scroll down and click Save. Once you've set your carrier default answers, you'll want to make sure to click the Carrier Answers Pre-fill button on the first tab of the rating application. Next, let's discuss the broker fee feature for rating in EZLynx. This fee can be set up with any carrier you wish that is enabled by your admin. If you do not see an option for broker fee for a certain carrier or state, please reach out to your admin to add them for you at the agency level. If you checkmark the Show Broker Fees in My Returned Quotes option, it allows you to see the broker fee in the returned quote results after submitting a rating application within the rating engine. Notice you'll see two columns, My Defaults and Agency Defaults. The My Defaults column sets the broker fee amount at the user level, while the Agency Defaults column sets the broker fee amount at the agency level. These work the same as carrier questions where My Defaults will override agency defaults unless locked by an admin, as we see here. Now, for the state line item, input the amounts you would like and notice you can switch between dollar amount and percentage amount. Additionally, My Defaults and Agency Defaults do not need to match an amount or amount type. Please keep in mind that multiple states can be on the same line item if the states will have the same broker fee amount depending on how your admin sets them up. Once you're done, click the Save button at the bottom. Keep in mind that you'll need to repeat these steps for every carrier you would like to have a broker fee for. Next, let's discuss the broker fee in quote results. Once broker fees have been enabled to show on returned quotes for each carrier, you'll see a box for broker fee in dollar amount on the quote results page. This will be located in the details portion of a given carrier's quote results. Note, the broker fee will be a separate value from the carrier's quoted premium. If the field is unlocked by the admin, the value can be edited and updated on the quote results page. Any percentages here will be converted and package quotes will take a combo of both quotes. Furthermore, you can also email or print the quotes with the broker fee included. You will see an option to include broker fee for all carriers. Selecting this option will show the broker fee as a separate line under each carrier that has a fee associated. Please keep in mind, any quotes that were submitted before the release of the broker fee enhancement will need to be resubmitted to show the broker fee on the quote results page. For additional assistance with broker fee setup, check out our rating engine, broker fee article. Next, we'll go over quote templates. With quote templates, you can set common answers to application questions in a template, then have those answers pre-fill into applications. To create a quote template, First, you'll navigate to a customer account. We suggest using a dummy account when creating templates, so you don't accidentally remove real customer data. If the account doesn't have any applications, you can create a new one by clicking Add Application, then select Auto, Home or Dwelling Fire. If the account already has an application, you can add a line of business by clicking Actions, then Add Application and selecting a line of business. Manual applications are meant for lines of business not supported by the rating engine, like health or flood. Next, you'll need to go through each tab of the application and fill out the answers that you'd like saved to the quote template. Once all of the questions have been answered, you'll land on the last tab and click Save as Template. Here, enter a template name. Next, use the drop-downs for effective and expiration dates to set a future date in the template or leave as default for today's date. Under that, select if you'd like to share this template with other users at your agency or branches. When everything is set up, click Save. Once the template is saved, you can use it on a customer's rating engine application by selecting it from the drop-down menu on the Rating tab, then click Apply, to pre-fill the fields in the rating application with the information from your quote template. Please note, when you apply a template, it will overwrite any information already inputted into the rating application. Additionally, creators of the template and admins will have the option to delete. That is all for this EZLynx course. You should now have the knowledge and skills to enter your carrier logins for rating, set carrier default questions, broker fees, and how to create and use quote templates for rating. Thanks for watching.